There's a whole slew of IP issues that relate to stitching or doing duets on TikTok. And they're kind of complicated and they kind of depend on the circumstance. But if you can follow me, you can imagine it and think about it like this. If I'm a producer and I come up with like a bass line and I throw that up on TikTok and invite people to collaborate with me and write a song, I own the bass line. But then if you and other people jump on top of it and add a vocal track and a guitar line and maybe a piano lick or whatever else on top of it, you can imagine that what gets created in the end is really a sort of aggregation of these different creative elements. And absent some kind of agreement that all the sort of musicians have made together, each person kind of owns the elements that they have contributed to the whole thing. And it gets kind of complicated because no one person can claim exclusive rights in that whole thing. When you're collaborating with other creators, the default rule is that each creator is retaining the rights to their contribution in the work. But in order to like commercialize that work, license that work, sell that work, distribute that work, all of those things, these co-creators should come together and put something in writing. It doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be expensive, and it doesn't have to be difficult to understand for like just a regular person. If it's not in writing, it becomes very unclear as to what rights each person has to commercialize the whole thing.